Yo, welcome back. Today we're going to look at some of the enhancements I'm looking forward to the most coming out. No one knows when, but they're going to come eventually. Eventually, one day they're going to come. But before we get to that, I just want to say thank you guys. Been doing this like 2.5 weeks-ish. Got like 450 subs. That's crazy. Blow my mind away. Alright, so let's get right on in here and look at... Ooh, we got Ace. Alright, so we got Ace. Ace is here. Looking forward to Ace. So, what does Ace bring? Well, this one's not too great. We have Devotion, LB fill rate, plus 200%. That's his base. That's what it is right now. Fully upgraded. Pretty expensive. Not like the most ridiculously expensive thing ever. But it does take some 5 crystals and some 4s. And, gives you 200% LB fill rate. Gives you 2 life crystals per turn. And 40% magic though, so just plus 40% more magic to Ace. So totally worth getting another 40% magic for free if you have the support crystals to use and you have an Ace and you want to use them, make them strong. Because he does have some other insane things. This is by far his worst skill. So then he has, as we all know, he has Spirit Hand right now, which right now it's a random chance, 70, 20, and 10% chance to either give himself 30 MP, 75 MP, or 120 MP back. So, like, not the greatest thing ever. He's taking a turn off to get a little bit of MP back for himself. Pretty selfish. Ace is so selfish. So, super cheap upgrade here. This full upgrade. 25 tier 1s, 20 tier 2s, 8 tier 3s, 1 tier 4, no 5s, and 240k. Ooh, that's going to break my bank. What does it turn into? Well, it's no longer a self-recovery. It's an AoE recovery for your whole team. And it's 45, 100, or 140 MP. For your whole team. So 45 MP recovery cost goes down from 20 to 10. 45 MP recovery is the worst thing that could possibly happen. If you hit the 100 or 140, you are set. Your team is like full mana now, right? So this enhancement, this ability awakening, whatever you want to call it, is insane. But we're still not done. I feel like Billy Mays because there's more. All right, so we have Tri-Beam Laser. Right now it's 280% multiplier, one hit AoE, ignores 25% of their spirit or mind or whatever you want to call it, costs 65 MP. So as you can see, it's super expensive to upgrade with needing 6 tier 4s and 3 tier 5s. 1 million gil, not too bad, but can't even put the stats of this upgraded ability because it's so good that it needs its own page. So let's go to this Tri-Beam Laser. So originally it was base 280. Percent multiplier. Well, 30% of the time you're going to keep that 280% multiplier. But it still keeps the 25% ignore, mind, spirit, whatever. But it also gives a 3-turn 75% reduction to lightning, thunder, and light resist on the enemy. That's pretty good. Well, what else does it do? Well, there's a 30% chance that it does that, but the multiplier is 420%. Then a 30% chance for those same effects, but with a 560% multiplier. And then a 10% chance to do a 2,250% multiplier. Also, Tri-Beam Laser, when fully upgraded, is no longer a single hit. It's a 7-hit move. And it costs 45 MP instead of 65. So, Ace, with his enhancements, fully upgraded, he gets insane utility, some free magic, and Tri-Beam Laser. Tri-Beam Laser starts doing some major damage. If you hit that 2,250% multiplier, it also ignores 25% of their spirit. So the multiplier is actually way higher than that. It's a 1.33 times higher than that. So like, holy sh! Like that's like a 3k multiplier almost. Maybe a little more than 3k. Okay, what? It's like the highest multiplier in the game, right? So it's pretty strong. 10% chance. We have Agrius. Who, yes, she hasn't even gotten her 6-star awakening yet, so why would I be talking about her 6-star enhancements? But a lot of people probably have her, so let's just see how strong she can get one day after she's awakened to 6-star, right? So she has this weapon passive, plus 30% defense spirit when equipped with a light shield. It's alright. Fully upgrade it for a little bit of support crysts here. Weapon passive turns from 30% defense spirit when equipped with a light shield to you keep that effect, and then you get 50% attack when equipped with the great sword. Awesome, right? Turn into a little bit of a mini Orlando. Full break. Okay, so forgot to change the top one, but it's just full break. Yeah, doesn't really change much. Nothing really happens. It's just, I think the multiplier goes up a little bit. Awesome. Actually, I think it lasts 5 turns instead of 3 turns. It's not that big of a deal. That's not why we want Agrius anyway. What we need here, Holy Explosion. She'll get this on her 6-star awakening, and then you can awaken the ability itself more. So it'll turn from a 160% 5-hit physical attack, ignore 50% defense, and gives 30% light resist down. So this is just like a far worse version of Orlando's Holy Explosion. But one day you'll be able to awaken it and spend, like, I don't know, every power crystal in the game. Because look at the cost on this. 2 million gil, 4 tier 5s, 12 tier 4s. But hey, you'll have like a little mini Orlando. 200% 7-hit physical attack, ignore 50% defense, and 3 turn 50% light resist down. MP cost goes up, but who cares? This is just Orlando's Holy Explosion. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact multiplier and everything as the Orlando we have right now. So you'll be able to turn Agrius into almost Orlando. And she's not a 5-star base, so that's pretty strong. She's not quite Orlando, but she has the main selling point of his Holy Explosion, Orlando's base version. So I'm quite looking forward to that for you guys and for me. We have Exdeath. So Exdeath actually gets pretty strong. His enhancements are kind of, some of them are a little weird, but we have Meteor. 250%, 1 hit, ignore 25% spirit. We all know and love that move, right? Cost a shit ton of black crystals to upgrade here. As you can see, 12 4s and 5 or 4 5s and 2 million gil. Turns Meteor into a 300% 3-hit AoE magic attack. Yeah, with ignore 25% spirit. So makes it a little better and a little worse, right? The multiplier goes up, which matters a lot, but it turns into a 3-hit instead of a 1-hit. So you can't really finish chains with it as well, because the damage is going to be split across 3 hits instead of all stacked down to 1. So this might be a move where you don't want to actually upgrade it. Like this one in particular. You have to think hard about it. If you're just spamming meteors and not trying to finish chains with it, then get it. If you're using him as a dedicated chain finisher, it might not be better for you to actually upgrade this move. Save you a lot of black crysts. So then he gets Transcender upgraded. Whew. Humans, birds, beasts, plants, and bugs, 30% damage increase to those things. Alright. A little bit of support crysts here. Now you do 50% increased damage to those things instead of 30. I'll take 20% more increased damage if I'm using Exdeath on my team. For sure. No way. No way I would not take that. It's not that expensive either. 500k, 1 tier 5. Sure. We'll do it. Then we have Wicked Light here. Goes from a 280% 1 hit to a 350% 1 hit. MP goes from 65 to 50. It's okay. You can't dual cast this move, so it might not be worth it for you. Exdeath's big draw for enhancements though is Transcender. 20% more increased damage. That's strong. And then Meteor, if it applies to you, is pretty strong too of an upgrade, because it's only a 50% increase multiplier, right? But it also ignores 25% of their spirit, so it's more like a 67% increase multiplier instead of a 50%. So that's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. Then we have Furion, the weapons master. This guy gets insane. Like not quite ace level, but he almost gets there. So we all know and love Breyer. 16 MP, 1 hit, 180% single target, 1 hit physical damage attack, ignore 25% of their defense. Spend a decent chunk of power crysts here, 1 million gil, upgrade it. 230% instead of 180% multiplier. Ignore 50% defense instead of 25. So this Breyer is a 460% multiplier. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That is a lot of damage. That is well worth the upgrade, my friends. So worth it. So worth it. But we're not done. He gets an upgrade to Lance. We'll have a moment of silence because it's there if you really want it. And it's super cheap. Look at 60k gil. 1 tier 3. Great, I guess. Like, I don't know. You can upgrade it if you want. You probably still won't use it. So, moving on. Poor Lance. What's this? Another OP skill? Legend Killer. Now, our Legend Killer in Global is better than the base version of Legend Killer in JP. In JP, it's 50% to Beast, Demon, and Dragons. And their enhancement increased it to 100. But not only is it 100% instead of 50 in JP, so we might get 125 is what I'm hinting at here. We might. But even if we don't, not only does it go to 100%, it's not just Beast, Demon, and Dragons. It's Beast, Demon, Dragons, Humans, and Undead 100% killer effects. That is strong. That is worth it. That's like almost everything in the game. What are you missing? Like, you're missing like machines, like Aqua, whoa, spirits, or something, like Fairy Slayer. Okay, you don't have like bird and like bug, whatever. You have the main big ones: Beast, Demon, Dragons, Humans, Undead. Those ones are huge, right? And who cares about fighting birds, right? Birds are gonna die. Birds are gonna die anyways. Who cares about birds? All right, so now we have Gilgamesh. All right, Gilgamesh gets strong. We all know him for Genji Glove, and then we just kind of like don't use him in our parties. But look at this. So we have Snow Petal base, 180% AoE physical attack, ignores 50% defense. Okay, 360. That's 360% multiply. That's pretty strong. Yeah. Spend some power here. 2 million gil, 5 tier 4s. 4 tier 5s, excuse me. 12 tier 4s. We get Snow Petal, 200% AoE one-hit physical attack with ignore 65% defense. To be honest with you here, I don't even... Oh, it's 1 divided by 1 minus the thing, so it's 1 divided by 0.35 is the multiplier. I believe. Let's see. Let's calc this. 1 divided by 1 minus the percent increase, or the ignore. So 1 divided by 0.35. One divided by 0.5 is 2, right? 1 divided by 0.35 is 2.8. It's a 2.8 multiplier. So times 200. Yeah, that's a 571% AoE physical attack. Yeah, that's worth it. That's strong. Go from a 360 to a 571. He is finishing a chain. Finishing chains, smacking the out of people right off the park, dude. Taking them out. Alright, we back. And we are on Tri Attack now. This move is a little strange. So Tri Attack doesn't change a whole lot. The damage on it doesn't change. So it's still gonna do a 300% single target multiplier in damage. 3.0 multiplier. But it goes from 3 hits to 12. Okay. 3 to 12. So the damage on it does not change, but does not change. The damage doesn't change, but the chaining potential, yeah, that goes through the roof, right? He goes up to 12 hits. 12 hits. He's gonna be chaining like a crazy man. So, if you want Gilgamesh to chain, get this one. If you want him to finish chains, get Snow Petal and do infinite damage. And then if you also want him to do damage, go on ahead when you are able to and get him an upgraded version of Weapon Collector. So let's go ahead, Weapon Collector, right here. 40% damage or 40% attack increase when you equip with a katana, 30% with a sword, 20% with a gray sword. So if we spend our precious 3 tier 5s and 6 tier 4s for tech, which this is, as you can see, the only unit so far that's used tech crystals. What does Weapon Collector change into? Well, it turns into 50% increased attack when equipped with katanas, swords, greatswords, daggers, or lances. So throw a katana and a greatsword on them, 100% increased attack. You know? So say you've done, I don't know, the Ifrit trial, and you've gotten, you know, large sword mastery, great sword mastery, whatever you want to call it, and you have Chizuru's TM blade mastery. Throw a katana and a greatsword on Gilgamesh with this upgraded weapon collector, that's 100% attack. Throw blade mastery and greatsword mastery on them in 2 materia slots. Well, guess what? That's another 100% attack. So in 2 materia slots, in like a Genji glove thrown on this man, or dual wheel of some sort, looking at 200% increased attack on your Gilgamesh. And then your finishing chains with Snow Petal. You're gonna do so much damage. So much damage. I'm really looking forward to young man Gilgamesh coming in and just being the big man DD. Him and Ace looking strong. Alright, so I have way more units to go over, but if I did all of them right now, we'd probably be here for about an hour. So I decided, regretfully, to break it into a couple of videos. If you haven't seen the unit that you personally are looking forward to, stay tuned. Ramza, because he's in here too. He's in here too. A lot of the units are in here. That's why it takes so long to make this video. So long. There's so many units. So many units. But I will have that finished up this week for you guys. Comment down below. Tell me who you're most looking forward to for enhancements. Cause man, there's a lot of them coming out, and they're gonna shake up the meta a little bit. I think they're gonna make some units go like, oh, I'm barely used, to like, oh, hi, I'm Gilgamesh, like #1 damage dealer in the world for right this second. Like, oh, makes them like competitively viable. Ace too. Ace is like laughed at right now. Ace is gonna be like, oh, 100 MP to everybody. Oh, 5,000% weapon damage. What? Anyway, guys, you know, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the likes. And have fun out there, and I'll see you around.